today's training, I would want to, briefly introduce the organization behind this webinar. All right, the organization behind this webinar. Alpha Step Links Group was founded in 2011. Can someone give us a round of applause? It is difficult and very challenging to see a living company hold business over a decade. So Alpha Step Links Group was founded in 2011 with a clear and ambitious mission, and that is to connect Africans with genuine global opportunities through trusted travel services, professional guidance, education, and business development. From its inception, the organization was established to address a growing need for credible, ethical, and professional international mobility services at a time when many individuals struggle to distinguish legitimate opportunities from misleading promises. Our objective has never been limited to processing travel documents or facilitating visa applications. Instead, we have remained committed to serving a trusted bridge between Africa and the rest of the world. Over the years, we have supported thousands of students, professionals, entrepreneurs, families, and organizations in pursuing opportunities beyond borders. Our success has been built not only on the destinations our clients have reached, but also on the confidence, trust, and long-lasting relationships we have established throughout our journey. As the international landscape evolved, so did our vision. We recognize that global mobility extends far beyond travel. Individuals also require education, professional development, business support, international networking, and sustainable opportunities that creates lasting impact. This understanding inspired the expansion of our organization into a broader ecosystem of intercontinental services. Today, Alpha Step Links Group operates across Nigeria, United Kingdom, actually that's where our head office is, and Canada, delivering international solutions through reputable institutions, licensed partners, and strategic global collaborations. Throughout this journey, our commitment has remained unwavering to provide accurate information, ethical guidance, and professional support while helping our clients make informed decisions about their international future. The organization is led by our founder, our only founder, our one and only founder. I should be seeing people clap their hands. And Group Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Uche, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence has been instrumental in shaping the growth and impact of Alpha Step Links Group. Through her dedication in creating global opportunities and the organization has continued to expand its reach while remaining firmly committed to integrity, professionalism, and service. One of the most significant milestones in our journey has been the evolution of Alpha Step Links ecosystem. Rather than operating as separate businesses, yes, we have unified our services under one strategic vision, one identity, and one purpose, creating an integrated ecosystem that empowers individuals and businesses through education, travel, entrepreneurship, and global opportunities. Our flagship brand, ASL Travels, serves as Africa's travel business infrastructure, providing travel technology, visa support, flight and hotel solutions, merchant solutions, international business delegations, and global partnerships. We are open to global partnerships, yes. Alongside this, the Alpha Step Links Aviation School I mentioned ASL Travels and now the Alpha Steplings Aviation School. It's committed to developing the next generation of travel professionals through aviation, tourism, hospitality, and internationally recognized training programs. Everything we do is guided by 6 strategic pillars. Travel business infrastructure, number 1. Travel business academy, number 2. Global networking, number 3. International business delegations, number 4. Merchant platform and technology, number 5. And the last, business growth and partnerships. We have a growing community, and I know most of us are already in the community. Together, these pillars ensure that our clients receive more than a service. They become a part of an ecosystem designed to support long-term professional, personal, and business growth. At Alpha Steplings Group, we believe the future belongs to organizations that build platforms, not isolated services. Our vision extends beyond travel. We are building Africa's leading travel business ecosystem where every service is connected, every partnership creates new opportunities, and every client becomes part of something greater. Today's webinar is a reflection of that commitment. Our objective is not simply to introduce the Malta Residency Programme, but to provide reliable information, explain the opportunities available, discuss eligibility requirements and application processes, and help participants make informed decisions through authorized and licensed international partners. As we continue to grow, one thing remains unchanged, and that is our purpose: to empower Africans through education, travel, business growth, and global opportunities. That's what we're doing today. This is the story of Alpha Steplings Group. Can you please put your hands together for this great company? Yes, this is the story of Alpha Steplings Group. One ecosystem, endless opportunities. One ecosystem, endless opportunities. Thank you once again for joining us, and welcome to today's webinar. Alpha Steplings Group is more than a company. It is a growing ecosystem committed to creating opportunities through innovation, travel, education, business, and community development. And through ASL Travel Tours, we are dedicated to helping individuals and families explore legal pathways to international travel and residency while providing professional guidance every step of the way. We are delighted to have you as part of this journey. It is my honor and privilege at this moment to introduce our guest speaker and training facilitator, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Uche. Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Uche is the founder and Group Chief Executive Officer of Alpha Steplings Group, a visionary leader whose passion for creating genuine global opportunities has transformed the lives of individuals, families, professionals, entrepreneurs, and organizations across Africa. She is a graduate of the University of Lagos, where she obtained a Bachelor of Science degree. She also holds a master's degree in business management and has been awarded an honorary doctorate in recognition of her outstanding contributions to entrepreneurship, leadership, and human capital development. That is very fantastic. For more than a decade, Dr. Evelyn Uche has dedicated her career in helping individuals and organizations access genuine international opportunities through education, travel, business partnerships, and global mobility. Her leadership has been instrumental in building Alpha Steplings Group into a trusted organization with operations in United Kingdom as our head office, Nigeria, and Canada, providing ethical guidance, professional support, and access to international opportunities through reputable institutions, licensed partnerships, and strategic global collaborations. At the heart of her leadership is one unwavering belief. He believes that every African deserves access to credible information and genuine global opportunities without falling victims to misinformation or costly mistakes. I want to say that again. because I know quite a lot of persons have been in this shoe. She believes that every African deserves access to credible information and genuine global opportunities without falling or failing victims to misinformation or costly mistakes. This vision continues to shape the mission and impact of Alpha Stepling's group today. We are truly privileged to have her lead today's training on the Malta Residency Programme, where she will share practical insight, expert guidance, and valuable information to help participants make informed decisions about their journey towards international residency and global opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming warmly our guest speaker and training facilitator, Dr. Mrs. Evelyn Uche. Can I have everyone give us a round of applause? She is a very fantastic woman. Our facilitator is an experienced professional with extensive knowledge of international residency pathways and the Malta Residency Programme, and many much more. Today, she will be sharing this valuable information. And I will want to step out of the stage because an ego just came in. Can we have our boss, our mentor, our mother, our friend, our wife, yes, our sister, the only doctor, the very doctor, Mrs. Evelyn Uche. The floor is yours, madam. You are welcome.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you, Esther, for that word. I want to welcome everyone here. Good afternoon. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Can hear you. Can hear you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, doctor.
It's good to be here. On behalf of my team, I want to sincerely thank everyone who have taken out the time today to join us. Whether you're joining from Nigeria or anywhere else in the world, we are just so delighted to have you with us. Right now, we'll get straight into the business of the day. Let's talk about Malta. We're going to be talking about so many other things, but let's talk about the main topic about Malta. Malta is a very beautiful country. It's an island. It's an Iceland, actually, a top tourist destination, known for hospitality, a great place to live, to work, and study. It is rated among the safest place to live. They have low employment rates for Nigerians who enjoy the sunshine. Malta has about 300 days of sunshine in the year. Malta is a full member of European Union and the Schengen Area, which means with Malta, anyone having a Malta permanent residency can actually access 27 other countries in Schengen countries. What this means is that you wouldn't need to seek any further visa. With the residence permit, you can as well move into Malta, any part of the Schengen countries. So Malta is a very beautiful place. And to keep it, Malta is also, English is one of the official language. This makes it quite very easy for international organizations, families, business owners to easily settle. Because one of the challenges people experience when talking about relocation, company establishment, is the challenge of language. But with Malta, their official language is English, so it's quite easy, making it quite seamless for you to settle in and begin a new life. Malta offers great loads of strong economic stability, high quality healthcare, excellent international schools, a safe, very safe environment for families. Malta has a very good political stability, because one of the challenges is instability. But with Malta, their political climate is quite stable. So it means you can actually plan yourself. You know, when you face the challenge of instability, it can, push you off the edge. But with Malta, it's quite easy because their political environment is very stable. And with Malta is more like it serves as a gateway to Europe. With Malta, 2 hours from United Kingdom, you get to Malta. About 1 hour or thereabout, less than that, from Italy, you get to Malta. So it's very central and a gateway to Europe. So Malta is a very good place for many international investors are already there, and the economy is stable, the weather is very good, and they're English-speaking country. So what is Malta Permanent Residence Program? What is it about? It's important we get to know. So basically, Malta Permanent Residence Program, often called MPRP, is residency by investment. What does this mean? It means this is a pathway that gives you access to have a permanent residency. And this is not limited to you. With Malta Permanent Residency, it's a lifelong access because it goes on even onto the 5th generation. I hope you get that. You hear me? Let me say it again. With Malta Permanent Residency, you can actually, it goes on to 5 generations. So with Malta, you can come in with your families, your dependents, and your dependents can come in with their families. So let me repeat it again. So as a Malta resident permit holder, you have your parents, your father, your mother, you're married, you have your wife, your spouse family, the parents joining in this route as well. All of your dependents, and it has no limits. That's the beauty of Malta residence permits. Malta resident permit was launched originally in 2016, but was modified in 2021, sorry. And then in 2025, which is why we are talking about Malta right now, it was then modified. It was modified in order to make it more accessible and in conformity with the current economy and markets. So paving way for people, making it very much after the 2025 modification, made it very much flexible and easier, and which is why we have brought it on the notice of our Africans, because with us, with Alpha Steplings, our goal has always been to bring in global opportunity to Africans. At any given time, we are always open for Africans to leverage on any given opportunity. And so this is what we have done with Malta, or what we are doing right now. The beauty about this program is that Malta permanent resident permits is not a roadside project. I mean, it's a program that is run by the government organization, and together they work with an approved licensed agency. This is all geared towards making sure that clients have what we call confidence and peace of mind. So with Malta, you can get it wrong. If you follow the right steps, the legal paths, with our expertise, you cannot go wrong. So who is this program for? The Malta permanent residence is for non-EU national. So if you are one of the people in Schengen country, this is not for you. If you are in just note it's just for non-EU nationals. So in other words, if you are not among the 29 Schengen countries, then this is for you. If you are, let me put it in a simpler form, if you are a Nigerian, this is for you. If you are a Ghanaian, this is for you. If you are a Kenyan, this is for you. So this is for us Africans to leverage on. So this program is for non-EU national, business owners, entrepreneurs who want to expand their business in Europe, families seeking high level of education. Education is very expensive. I've been privileged to see what people, families, friends spend in sending their loved ones to school internationally. So with Malta permanent residents, this is a soft landing for anyone to have the best of education. So this program is geared towards geared for business owners, entrepreneurs who wants to expand their businesses in Europe. Let's say you have business going on in Nigeria, China, and you want a partnership, a collaboration, or a presence, because a presence makes a huge difference in every business. And you want to leverage on that by having a presence in any of the Schengen countries via Malta, then this program is for you. Or you want a family, or for a family seeking a high level of education. Education is very expensive. And how do you then save and still have value for money? Malta is your direction. If you are looking out for value for money, having the residency, having the best interests of your children at heart, saving the cost, and having a safe environment, not where maybe you are at work, you are panicking, you don't know what could have resulted in school, you don't know, or if there's calls, if there are issues, you know these things we have in Africa. We don't have that with Malta. They have the highest level of education. They are one of the top in the world. They've got a very safe environment, and then a healthy medical care. We've seen people lost their life in Africa, Nigeria to be precise, not because they would have died. If opportunity was given to them, if they had just that good health care, that would have been averted. It might just be something to treat in the hospital, but where our ambulance are not there. A lot of things, if I say most of 40, if not 50% of the death we experience in Nigeria, Africa to be precise, are things that will be averted. And so for families that are seeking a very good health care, and for adults, as we age, we begin to have one struggle or the other related to health. And so this with Malta, this gives you the opportunity to have the best of the healthcare medical treatments. So with Malta, you can actually obtain a permanent residency in Malta after meeting some programs, legal or financial requirements, is what I'm going to be talking about in the next few minutes. Permanent residency in Malta allows successful applicants and eligible family members to live in Malta indefinitely, while also benefiting from visa-free travel within Schengen countries. So it's more like you buy one and get two. I know a lot of people who have gone out there, they spent money in hundreds, in thousands, training their kids, trying to make a better life for people. With Malta, it could be a case of buy one, get one free, because you are not just spending in education. I know people who have also spent millions, thousands in medical care. If this opportunity was before them, they would have taken it because they would have gotten a permanent residence permit while also having a very good healthcare attention and a very good level of education. So I say this is more of opportunity of buy one, get one or many free. So it is important to understand that this program grants residency. So when we say residency, it means an indefinite leave to remain a permanent residence of Malta. That's what this program allows you. Let me talk about the benefits before I go on to the eligibility requirement course. With the benefit Malta, having a Malta residency allows you to, it's a risk-free, as I call it risk-free, in the sense that you can move with all family members on a 1-year temporary resident permit before even the investment. As I said earlier, with Malta is investment, right? So right now, the benefits that goes with Malta residency is that it allows you to actually begin to live in Malta even before you begin to make that huge investment. That's one beautiful thing about Malta. It's a residency by investment. However, you can actually begin to assess the country because they believe in transparency. Remember, I said to us, this residency is not a roadside residency. It's a government agency runs it, and they will have accredited and approved licensed agencies. So everything is in transparency. So they don't want you to, begin to invest and you are not sure of, oh, my investment, is it safe? Who are the people in charge and all of that? So they give you the opportunity to visit Malta and see things for yourself. Make the choice of where you're going to live, make the choice of where your children are going to school, make a lot of choice, informed. So one of the key, the benefit of a resident, having a resident permit, Malta resident permit, is that you can move with every family member. Like I said, it gives you access to a lifetime. The 5th generation can leverage on a one-man investment. Think about this. That's the sort of things we like bringing into our clients. Over the years with Alpha Steplings as a group, we have always worked hard, looked out for opportunities anywhere our Africans can leverage. We are always at the forefront to bring people's attention to it. We've done that in United Kingdom. We did in Canada, America, and Schengen as well. And so when this strategy was modified, this very particular program, when it was modified in 2025, that was last year, we thought, you know what, we need to bring it to our people. So one of the benefits of this residence is that you have mobility in all of the Schengen areas or countries. You have the flexible option of investment, either to rent or buy. I will take us to this because I know some of you may not understand this, but what we're saying in effect, when I come to the next stage, then you can relate to this. It gives you that flexible, so they are not strict. There are flexible options to allow you achieve your goal and dream. As soon as you get an offer, in principle, you can then move, not just you. If you choose to move with your family members, you can actually do that before the major investments. Because it's a carefully prepared pathway geared for Africans, non-EU nationals, business owners, families seeking a better life, safe environment, and healthy medical care for their loved ones, for their children, for their parents, for their aged parents, just for families. With Malta, you can visit Malta before even making that investment and you have the leverage, the opportunity of spreading it within 8 months. How about this? And the good thing about Malta is that you don't need to go to language school. We've got some people whom we have moved to Germany, Spain. We're going to be talking about this just as a bonus. Remember, I told us we're going to be having some bonus because I understand with Alpha Steppling, we make it so seamless. We look out for different categories of visas because we know class varies, categories varies in Nigeria and everywhere in the world. So we don't want people to be left behind. So you can fit in, your finance can fit in option A, then it fits in B, C, D. That's what we have done over and over and over again, and that's what we intend to do. So my excitement about Malta is that it's English speaking. The English is an official language, and so you don't need IELTS like we do in United Kingdom. You don't need IELTS like we do in Canada. You don't even need all of that we do also in Schengen countries, because English is one of their official language. And you don't need to write any test whatsoever. And then, we've got everyone covered on this project because with Malta resident permits, you can choose to live in Malta indefinitely, and you can choose to breeze in and breeze out. You know what I mean? So there's no minimum stay. There's nothing that counts against you that say, oh, because you stepped out, you visited Nigeria, you went to do your business, oh, we are closing this door against you. We have that in United Kingdom, we have it in UK, in America, we have it in Canada, we have it in other parts of the world. But with Malta permanent residency, there's no minimum stay. You can stay as long as you will want, and you can dash out and live the best of your life while in Nigeria, in Ghana, in any part of the world. And so nothing counts against you. It doesn't stop, it doesn't overrule your resident permits. That's one of the reasons why we say we're going to bring it to our people. We're going to bring this information, this knowledge, before the window closes, because as you know, or if most of you has followed us over the years, you know that the window does close. So when it opens, you leverage on it before it gets shut again. And our job is to always look out for windows that are open for our people. So one of the benefits is that it's a long life permit that extends to the 5th generation. I see people build houses for their loved ones, their families, with a single intention to make life better for them, right? Yeah, good, great. But with a permanent resident permit, you have not just only built for your immediate child, but you've extended even to the 5th generation, giving them a great and a global platform to operate from. This is my personal opinion, but I say the greatest gift you can give to a child is education, and it's a global citizenship, a resident permit that allows them, that place no limitation to their operation. And that's why I'm so passionate about the services we sell out, about the opportunities we bring out to our people, because this has the capacity and the potential to transform people's life forever. So you can move to Malta with as many dependents as you want. It's not limited to, oh, say my husband, my wife, my kids. No, you can extend it even up to your nannies, your carers. So I see many people, I did struggle sometimes when you don't have, you are just alone. With Africa, we are good with, we have families just at our reach. You have friends, you have societies, people around, people are always around you. But when it comes to the Western world, it's one of the things a lot of people struggle with. And so Malta permanent residents have broken this protocol. So it means as you are relocating, you can come with your family members, you can come with a nanny, a carer. You can do a whole lot of things. You don't have to close your business because you want to relocate, except you want to do that. This allows you, affords you that luxury of being here and everywhere at any given time. So you can as well come with your parents, with your parents. So Malta is a great place to be. And I want to talk about the eligibility requirements. I mean, the financial implication of taking out this route. Before I go to that, I'm going to be talking about what makes Malta different. Malta Residency Programme focus only on obtaining a permit. Malta offers more. It gives you family stability. It provides entrepreneur with a strategic European base. So with Malta, you can plant your business in any part of the European Schengen countries. It opens opportunities for education. So rather than sending your daughter, your son to the university and spending thousands, ask those who have spent that, they will tell you it's very expensive. It's not a walk in the park. And so this opportunity gives you that opportunity to give your children great and good education, investment, networking, and international business growth. For many families, it's not just about relocating. It's about creating a better future for the next generation. You can all agree with me that every good parent will always want to seek a better opportunity for the next generation. That's the desire of every reasonable and sensible parents. There is all geared about creating a better opportunity for the next generation. And with Malta right now, you are not just limited to your next immediate generation, your family. It's even to the fifth generation. So to the child unborn, you already have paved the way. Imagine when they come to life, they're going to be thanking you even when you are not there. So the process of application involves this. So let's talk about the eligibility requirements. With Malta, the financial, one of the eligibility is the financial capacity. You will need a health insurance, a due diligence checks, police reports, source of fund. These are the places, this is where Alpha Step Links bridges the gap. This is where our ecosystem works well for our Africans, because we are on ground, we understand you, we know where you're coming from, we know much more, you know, because we are one of you. And so some of these checks, we were going to be helping you out in making it seamless and easier. So one of the requirements is health insurance, police check. One of the for you to obtain a Malta citizen permanent residence, they want to be sure that you don't have any crime records. They want to know your source of fund. One of the requirements is that you will have 500,000 euro. It may sound a lot, but when you sit back and look at what this is going to give you, you know that it's not much. And when we say 500,000 is a net worth. It's not the total they want to see. Like it's a net worth they want to see, but not like, I don't know. So I will get to a whole lot of other things, but let's talk about Malta, right? So with this, the net worth is 500,000 euro. Of this 500,000 euro, you might have a property. So some of them are expected to be in assets. It's expected to be in assets. Maybe you have a building, a property, and the estimates is estimated to be about 500 euro. You are good to go. In that 500 euro, they need 150 euro in a liquid cash. So when we say liquid cash, we're not saying all of this money are going to be in your account. That's where Alpha Step Links comes in to give you the expert guide and to make it much seamless for you. So it's expected you have 150 in liquid assets. So when we say liquid assets, it could be bond, it could be shares, and all of that falls under liquid assets. The only amount they want to see in the cash is 75,000 euro. 75,000 euro. That is for a lifelong change to the fifth generation. And so the following is required in order to get approved. Remember, I said the beauty of Malta permanent residency is that they don't even need you have all of these things. I mean, you providing all of these things on a stretch, no. They just want to see your intention, demonstration of your intention. And with the demonstration of your intention, you can actually with that, just demonstration. Move yourself, your family, your loved ones, whatever you want to do. Get into Malta and see things yourself. That's what this pathway you were going to leverage on. So the following is required in order to get approved in principle. You will need to avail yourself 60,000 legal fee. Of this legal fee, the first payment you will need to make, that is for you to even get to Malta, is 10,000 out of this money. But ultimately, this is what is required of you. 60,000 is going to be going on legal fees. And then this is, I just said the 500 is a network. So everything you see me detecting here is all part of the 500. So I'm just talking about the, breaking it down in order for us to understand. As I said, Malta permanent residency is an investment. So there are two ways this investment works. I don't want to deviate so much so that we can get it, although we will still come back to give us the record of everything for a better understanding. So because Malta residency is by investments, what it means is that you will need to buy a property in Malta, but this is your property, belongs to you, just like you buy a house in Nigeria, you buy a house in different places. It's yours, it's your property. And they are also flexible even in the property. They said if you don't want to buy a property, you are good to go as well. It's not cast on the stone. So you come up and say, well, I don't want to buy a property in Malta. Yes, you can still have a permanent residency by renting. But in that renting, there is they gave a benchmark of 14,000 annual payment of your rental agreements. To some of us that are outside the country, 14,000 is not something we cannot relate with when it comes to accommodation. So, and then this 14,000 we're talking about, that's if you don't want to buy a property, then you can rent. It's even for families. So let's come up with, let's say one person is not, I just want to go alone, then you wouldn't need to pay the 14, but I'm just giving this assessment on the basis that, okay, this client will be going with the family, because you don't want to not pass this opportunity to your next and to the 5th generation. So 60,000 legal fee. You buy a property if you wish to, and if you want to buy a property, the property is about 375,000. That's still out of the 500. And the beauty about this, which is why we're talking about Malta today, because of the modification they just did in 2025, is that if you buy a property, you can actually start off a B2B business with it. Like you can start earning from it. So it's not actually all total investment. You are having your returns back. So the system now allows you not just to buy the property, but to buy and also to rent. So, but of course, your renting is going to be on a short outlet, because the reason why you are buying in the first place is to have your address in Malta. Like that is a factor that is going to be counted for your permanent residency, right? So it's going to be a shortlet. I'm sure most of us understand the B2B, the Airbnb, the shortlets. We do that in Nigeria as well and other part of the world. So yes, this allows you to even start recouping your money from the moment you have invested. And now you choose to say, well, I don't want to invest. Then the option of renting is also available. And whether you're renting, whether you want to buy any of this, you don't even need to do all of this before you get to Malta. They can give you 1 year temporary resident permit for you to see things yourself and concur, but you must put in writing that this is your intention, because the 1 year resident permit will be given to you on the intention of this all outlined that I have just read out. So they're quite flexible. And they say you can come with any dependents. They only have to pay their processing fee. They only have to pay their processing fee, their visa fee, and stuff like that, which is in the range of 7,500. And then with Malta residents, they require you to make a 2,000 euro contribution to their designated, they have a designated charity. So you can choose out of the charities. One of the requirements is to give 2,000. And then your dependents will give 500 to any of the designated charities. So this is it about Malta. And common mistakes to avoid, which is why we are bringing this to you. Many people unfortunately use unlicensed agents. You see, the beauty of Alpha Step Links is that our presence is not just on the global platform. We don't just have our physical office in United Kingdom, in Canada, in Europe, but we also have our physical office in Nigeria. So we are reachable. Like you can connect. It's not an online stuff. So with us, you have that peace of mind that we will be connecting you to the right agents that are licensed. So with Malta, it's not just it's not a roadside. You don't just these are government certified agents. And with Alpha Step Links, we also go the extra mile. Even after Malta government have certified the license providers, we also go on a closer look, because we know Africans have got some luggage, right? So we've got to protect our people. So we go with the people, we assess the ones that understand our language, which is why Alpha Step Link becomes your intermediaries. Because we know you, we feel you, we understand your vibe, we know where you're coming from. So it's much easier. So it's not going to be just an online stuff. Like if you are being referred without having people like us to the agents, some people have never even traveled outside the country, and some that have traveled outside the country may not even have the capacity, the mental capacity and what it takes to relate with these people. And these people may not even understand us well, because remember, we are Africans and we are proud of where we are coming from. So, but with Alpha Step Links being your partner, we are there on ground to guide you, to lead you, and to ensure that the route is seamless from the commencement to the completion. That's our role. So most mistakes which I need you to avoid is using an unlicensed agent. Because with an unlicensed agent, they might have incomplete documents. It's not their job. They don't know. They put it out there for you. They will fail to give a detailed explanation of your source of wealth. But with Alpha Step Links, we are one of you. We understand how these things work for us. We'll put it through for you. With unlicensed agent, the mistake with these unlicensed agents, they can present inconsistent financial record. And then with them, they assume that approval is automatic. But with us, because we have been in the business, we understand how these things work, that we need to vet everything and ensure that things align. It's not Nigeria, it's not Africa, where you do backdoor and stuff like that. So the role of Alpha Step Links in this is to ensure that you get value for money. Your money serves your purpose, to ensure that you don't make mistake. So don't worry. So many people are asking, how do we get record of this? Don't worry, with us, we will see to it that we give, after the meeting, record are passed across to everyone. So this mistake can delay or negatively affect your application. This is why professional guidance is extremely important. This is what we do well. This is where Alpha Step Links comes in. At Alpha Step Links Group, we believe every client deserves honest advice and professional support. We've done it before, we've done it over and over again, and we're doing it again. Our role is to ensure that there's a noise on the background. Our role is to ensure that you assess. Our role is to assess your eligibility, give you thorough document preparation, connect you with the trusted licensed agency partners. We'll connect you with the trusted, the ones, not just the agencies have tested, the Malta government have tested, but the ones we know that can understand the many challenges and limitations of Africans. That is why Alpha Step Links is there, to make it seamless. So when things are not getting clear to you, we can just, fly down and see what is happening. When there are no clarity, we can jump in and get into the meeting for our clients. We connect you with the trusted licensed partner, help you understand every stage of the process. Before we engage in any business, in any service, we try to inform our clients. They need to be carried along and have what we call informed choice. That's the role of Alpha Step Link. That's what we do. And we don't just leave you haphazard. Even when your visas are approved, we are still with you all the way. We provide transparent information before you make any financial commitments, because we know how challenging it can be for people, for families, for clients. So we are there to ensure that we provide every information before you make any financial commitments. Our commitment is professionalism, integrity, which is what has guided this company up till now, and client satisfaction. In addition, with client experience. So this is what we have for Malta. I know a lot of us will be wondering, what about beyond Malta? What else do we have? So much. For this very particular residency, it's a good one. If you can raise this amount of money, we'll stretch it. But for some people, if you have struggle, don't worry. Alpha Step Link have got you covered. We've got what we call Nomad visa. As I said, with Europe, Schengen countries, we can do Spain, You don't need to pay. You don't need to have all of this. With the one of Spain, I'm going to talk about it briefly. The whole essence of this meeting is to create awareness, is to get us to understand the opportunity we have before us. Why today's focus is in Malta, it is important to know that Europe offers many legitimate pathways depending on your goal. Some people may qualify for business immigration, some may qualify for work opportunity, some may qualify for study pathway, residency program in other European countries. The right route depends on your personal circumstances, qualification, financial profile, and long-term objective. This is why we recommend a personalized consultation before making any immigration decision. And so, as I conclude on Malta, I will leave you with these thoughts. Your future is important. Your future is too important to leave to chance. Don't leave it to chance. The decision you make today can shape and transform your family's opportunities for generations. For generations. Gone are the days when you build and say you are keeping for your kids. What you build and keep for them right now is education and global citizenship, global residency, where they can operate from any part of the world. That is the wealth we are talking about in the 21st century. If Malta aligns with your goal, we encourage you to take the next step by booking a consultation with our team. On that, we can give you a one-to-one detailed information as fits your need and purpose. It will be tailored to your need. We will carefully assess your profile, explain the available options, and help you determine whether this program is right for you. Thank you for joining us. And for some of us who think, obviously, we cannot afford this, I can tell you that you can also secure a residency permit. When I say it might not be in Malta, but we'll have something that you wouldn't need to break the bank. And that's why we talk about consultation. There are services as low as 3,500 euro. You are on your way. You've got a resident permit. It might not be a permanent, but a resident permit. And so you can exploit all of these options and look at the one that fits your pockets, fits your need, and everything you do. So I might just quickly, on a very quick one, run the Norman visa. The visa is for foreigners who wish to travel out to carry remote work, to carry out a remote work or a professional activities for companies located outside Spain. I'm talking about other avenues. So a Norman visa who can apply, a foreigner who can carry out a remote work. It means you can work from anywhere. They can only work for companies outside of Spain. There are, like I said, there are many other options. Foreigners who carries out activities on their own account. So you could be self-employed, freelancer. This space is for you. The advantage of Norman visa is that the long-term goal is that it will give you a Spanish passport, but you are coming in on a work permit. And this visa allows you to work in Spain. You have a longer stay. So it's why you still have to consult us in order to see with the Malta residence permit, you can stay outside Malta for as long as you want. You can stay inside Malta for as long as you want. But these other ones that have got a cheaper, with 2,500 euro, you can move. With 3,500 euros, you can move. These ones have got some clauses. Those clauses means that you will have to be in the country. So you can visit home, but you don't have the luxury of staying out for as long as you want, like the permanent residence of Malta. But however, it allows you and your family inclusion. So it allows you to stay in Spain. We have these opportunities, and this opportunity, although it's not extended to the 5th generation, but it allows you to come in with your spouse and your dependents. So it's still good enough. And the requirements, trust me, you don't need to break the bank on this. So consult us on other time, and we can put you through all of this. We also have a study route. We also have internship route. With internship, you can even spend up to 2,000 euro and you are good to go. It's a then study route. You can also go with your families. So we have all of these sort of visas. We have self-employed visas. So it may not exactly take you straight and give you the leverage of going to Malta immediately to begin to see life before you pay. This one is slightly different, but it still gets you to the same place. So look at it. Think about it like you want to go in with a Virgin airline or any plane of your choice, and you don't have the money for first class, business class. Even if you are in the last seat, it still takes you to your destination with little bit of struggle, but then you still got you got to your destination. So that's what these other ones we have can do for you. We have the non-lucrative visa, we have the employment visa, we have the study visa, we have the Norman visa. All of these in Schengen countries, and these visas can take you, your loved ones, your families at the same time, but different routes. So if this interests you and you think you might fall into this, I will then encourage you to put out that consultation so we can have a personal consultation and be able to meet your need and goal.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Once again, we are so blessed. We are so blessed to have you. It was quite educative and informative, including insightful. I know quite a lot of persons are contemplating right now to make the right moves, and having the right company is the best choice you can ever have. So thank you so much, man, once again for that very insightful presentation. I'm very certain, like I said, everyone has learned something valuable today. We will now move into our interactive question and answer session. I know quite some hands were raised in the course of her, presenting, and a lot of persons can't wait to ask questions. And we have also some outlined questions before she started the presentation. So we will be commencing with letting everyone know that you can as well raise your hands, your digital hands, if you have any question you want to ask with respect to what was detailed a few moments ago. All right. So let me have anchoring with me on this session will be Chidima and Amaka. Please let me know, Chidima and Amaka, if you are very available before I start calling some persons. All right, Chidima has given me her digital approval. All right, do I have Amaka here, please? I have Steve Iwu. All right, thank you so much, Abigail. This was so insightful. Please let us know on the comment section how this impactful session was. Right, give us your thoughts. How do you see this? How was it? Okay, what did you learn from it? I'm having Steve Iwu raise his hand. Please, if you want to ask any question, please do well to give us a show of your digital hand so we can be able to call you up before now. All right, I have a question. I have Lisa Mia. That name sounds something. It strikes a chord. Lisa Mia, Steve Iwu, and who else do I have here? Okay, I would need Hezron. He is the control, our control panel. So Hezron, let me know the number of questions that are on the comment section. Thank you so much, Hezron. He's much available. So let me know. All right. The questions are coming, but let me know the number of questions we are having as I give the stage to Lisa Mia. So I will be unmuting Lisa Mia. I'm scrolling down to that beautiful name. All right. Okay. So Lisa Mia, give us your question. Yeah, your question. You can have the stage.
Hi, good afternoon, Ma. My question is that what are the requirements concerning Malta? Because I find it more interesting.
Okay, what are the requirements?
Yes, Ma.
All right. So, ma'am, the floor is yours again.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we
Ma.
can.
I can hear you.
Beautiful. So, Malta requirements is very clearly stated. 500,000 is what you're going to have as a network. So this network means, do you have any investments, any property, anything that when assessed could amount to 500 euros? So we're looking at about, let's convert it at about 1 million, right? That's net worth. However, they just want to see 150,000 liquid assets. So when we say liquid assets, bonds, shares, stuff like that. So that should be about maybe close to 250 or 300 million. That's in liquid assets. So bond, shares, any of that sort. Then cash requirement, what they want to see in your bank deposits, in your account, is 75 euro, which is about 150 million, thereabout. It's still why we will need a personalized consultation, because we also have partners. When we talk about liquid cash, then We have bank partners. They can facilitate and assist people who are willing to do this part, right? So yeah, these are the following requirements. I'm just weighing it. Then when we come to the overall net legal fee, I mean, all it's going to take you is 60,000 euro. But what is required for you to actually get to Malta on a legal fee at the preliminary stage that gives you a temporal 1 year residency rights for you and your family. The legal fee first initial requirement is 10,000. And we also have government contribution, right? Because remember, this very particular pathway is investments route. So government contribution is 37,000. And then any dependents, as I said, is you can bring in up to 5 to the 5th generation, but any additional attracts 7,500 euro. That's inclusive the application fee, all of what it takes, yeah. And then 2,000 euro for any charity of your choice. All of these things, you have time, you can be in Euro while doing that in Malta. And as I said, don't worry about if this route does not fit in with your pockets. It's why we are here. We have a lot of, you can actually get a resident permit, like a work visa, with as little as 1,500 euro. Did you hear me well? But when you consult, I can then, because our focus today is more on the Malta permanent residence. So we have the Norman, we have the employment, we have the study route, we have even the internship. We run our aviation schools. With our aviation, you can actually get to Malta as little as 1,000 euro, as little as 1,900 euro. All of these doors are led to permanent residence, but it's in a different route. Next question.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that question. Lisa, may I leave an emoji if that question is satisfactorily given? All right. So for more, like she said, oh, thank you for that. You can contact us for more detailed consultations, professional consultations, and our office is always open. All right. So let's go with this. If there is someone, okay, along the line, I had Steve Iwu said that's the same question that he wanted to ask. And I'm having Emmanuel Uche to, all right, unmute his microphone. The floor is yours. Your hands are raised. Go ahead. Go ahead, Emmanuel Uche. Unmute your microphone.
All right. Thank you very much. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, very much.
All right, thank you. So I want to know how disability inclusive Malta is, particularly for a person with disability who may want to look for employment or get a job there in Malta. So I don't know if there won't be some person will not face discrimination because of his or her disability when trying to get employment or job. And as a disability, person with disability, will he have a good life there in Malta? And that's my question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Absolutely, yes, because Malta is a Western country, and they are one. I didn't even mention this. Malta is also well rated for hospitality. They are known for hospitality. They are good people. Yeah. So with someone with disability, an opportunity is given because they believe in equal opportunity. They believe in equal opportunity. It all depends on the route you want this person to go in with. So whichever route you choose, Malta is well known for their hospitality. They have this is even the right place to take someone with disability, because their medical health care is top-notch. They are very good. So yes, there wouldn't be discrimination.
Thank you so much, Ma. It's quite very intriguing to hear about this, because inclusive packages is the recent development in the world. And Alpha Step Links, we are very inclusive in even our packages. So persons with disabilities are anchored, also well invited as well to book consultations with us, all right, for more inquiries. Now, let me have Toyo Otiki. Please, if I don't get this name, forgive me in advance. So Toyo, please, can you unmute your microphone? All right. Okay, I have Balogun. Toyo, are you ready? Okay, Balogun Afebu, please, can you have the floor as we wait for Toyo to give us his question?
All right, thank you very much, Ma. I really want to appreciate this. It's quite interesting. A colleague have just asked a question about persons with disabilities. On the processing that could take you out of your country to there, why undergoing the processing? I don't know whether they have some of these provisions made available because of making your processing of the document, visas, and the rest of them. And if yes, what are those availability they have? And make sure that your procedures go in line with the disability type such an individual have. I think these are my submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this question. There is no one particular way where there's no particular application where you say this is for people with disability, because Malta understand that when you even have that route, you are already discriminating. What we do, or what what happens is, at any time you put up an application, then you are going to state or highlight that this person has got disability, this, that, and all of that goes into the application before it's being presented. And upon approval, this also goes in up on the way to even the airports, telling them this is what you need as a disability person. This is our job to follow through that. And also on your arrival in Malta, because this already is in your file, they already know. So before they can, until I get to know what particular kind of visa you are seeking. So until that, then they will be able to guide you and put you through and be able to give you that attention. But what is certain is that Malta has an inclusive package that also accommodates people with disability.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that. I have Esther John. Esther John on the line. Please, can you unmute your microphone? Esther John, are you ready? Okay, while we wait for Esther John, I would want to bring on the stage again with me Miss Chidema and Miss Amaka. We have some questions outlined. All right, just a minute. So we will be going straight to the questions as we round off with the number of persons with their hands raised. All right, go ahead, Mr. John.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I want to ask, do you have package for student permits with the Malta? Is this
okay? So,
and I want to ask again, if possible, can I work with the student permit while I'm there? Is it possible?
Okay. So a very good question. A study permit allows you to work while in Malta or in any Schengen or European part of the country. Work permit allows you, but it has a limited hours. Like you can work for 20 hours. Every country with their rule. Yes. So yes, you can. We have that in Malta and in many other European countries where you can work and study at the same time. But again, work permit is not the only route that allows you to work. There are other routes such as the internship route. The internship route allows you get into the country and begin to work, but that will be on internship, and you can also switch while in the country of destination. But in answering your question, yes, we have a study route in Malta. We have a normal employment visa. There are different kind of this thing we have, but it's the procedure or the process is not exactly the same as the Malta resident permit we just talked about. So
Thank you.
upon consultation, we will be able to clarify, tailored to your individual needs.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that detailed reply. So I would want to check out. Okay, I'm having another person. Toyo, you once raised your hand. Can we have you now?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You okay, good. I want to clarify something as regard
Are you still on the line?
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, sorry for that break in transmission. My point is this: I'm a professional in fisheries and aquaculture, and I've done other courses online to ensure I have a solid background in this field. Because the course you are talking about as regard this residential permit or this residential program is quite much. So I want to ask, how do I get in there with my family on a smaller scale and still apply for professional positions through your firm? As in, does this have to mean that I have to come for one-on-one consultation to give me the details, or you can just say it here?
All right, so we have people like you covered. We have you covered in what like I said, our organization is not just limited to just one category of people, because we understand the terrain in Nigeria, and we know there are different levels and people. So we are all inclusive at any time. We are all looking out for what are the things that can fit the general public. And so in answering your question, yes, you not necessarily need to go through the Malta route. You can go through what we call the Norman visa. This is very much cheaper. Like I said, you can get this as down as 3,500. And this very particular route. Let me just say it in a simple words. What you need on this, who can apply is a non-EU, which you fall into, a freelancer, somebody self-employed. You may also have your own company in Nigeria, or working for somebody who is willing to actually provide you with their company information. Then with that, we can also get your criminal record certificate, which we get in the police station. We get your health insurance, proof of residency. Most important thing that will need to work and is achievable is as a self-employed, your amount will represent about 200 minimum wage, which you'll be looking at about 2,700 euro. As in that, this money is not required. You are not giving it to anybody, but it's something that they will need to see in your account, right? For the 6 months. So you do 6, 2, 7, 10, 6. they want to see that closing amount. So if we can do that on a quick scale, you say 2, 7, 10s, 6. What does that give you? So I think it gives you 12, 18 or thereabout thousand euro. Yes, so
18,000
that's very
euros.
beautiful. That net worth is what they want to see on your account, right? As a closing available balance. If we can muzzle this out, you are on your way to Spain or Malta. And then if you intend to get in any of your dependents, then we'll be needing 75% of that amount. So let's say you have overall 27, right? Your dependent should be having 75% of that. And then any other additional family member, it goes down to 25%. Does it make sense? So with this, that's just what we need in your available balance. Yes, it could be in your personal account or in your company's account. And in event where you don't have this money, that's why we say Alpha Step Links as a group, we are an ecosystem. We are all in the business of bridging out opportunities and merging people with that. So in event you don't have that on consultation, we are going to get you collaborate with banks. There are banks that can help you raise this money as long as you are able to pay the service fee. We can help you do that in order to give you the best chance of having a safe landing. Yeah, so these are all what we need. And then some other requirements that might be added to it is we'll need you to have at least a graduate or postgraduate degree. And they are flexible. In events where you don't have it, then you can go on any vocational training. Like we can come into our Alpha Step Link Aviation School. That's a professional training that have international and global accreditation. That can also give you a covering in events you don't have academic qualification. Then this becomes your professional skill development, which is the vocational training. As long as we can present that, you are good to go.
So, please, where's your office here in Nigeria, please?
Okay, so we have office in Lagos and we also have in Anambra, Oka, but we're still working on the Anambra. But right now, our office is in Lagos. Yes.
So if I get to Lagos now, they can give me a one-on-one consultation.
Yes, but you will then have to make an appointment because our office is not a walk-in center. You just tell us you are coming, and then
How do I reach you apart? How do I reach out to you? As in, is there a number or I go online?
Okay, so my team have just written. Our address is on the platform, and my team have just given my number. But just to answer your question, you can get to me on WhatsApp only. WhatsApp, So +44 78 27 87 +447. No, you can leave out that 0. +44 78 27 87 0141.
Okay, +4407 27 87 0141.
Yes, but you can take out that 0, that first 0, so that you don't have
okay, just +4472. Yes.
So +44 78 27 87 0141.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
So
Thank
you
you so
can
much.
go under this route, and this route, if you work it out, you can obtain your visa. It varies from 15 to 45 days. Yeah. Hope this information.
Man, this is beautiful now. This is beautiful. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. I'm going to reach out to you. Let me speak to my wife. Let's see how we can work things out.
That's fine.
I really appreciate.
God bless you.
Thank you so much.
That's fine.
Thank you so much. You can as well join our growing community We'll be leaving the link on the comment section. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for introducing this lifetime opportunity to all of us. We're so grateful. Some of my question here goes as follows. At our First Step Links group, client support extends beyond processing application. Could you please explain how your team guides client throughout the entire residency journey, from the initial consultation to successful settlement? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. That's a very good one. Okay, so with Alpha Step Links, once you start off with the consultation and we onboard you, the first thing we do is we allocate you to a key worker who follows your day-to-day activities as regard to your journey. So you have a dedicated key worker who follows up your applications and gives you feedback. So anytime, at any given time you are confused or there's something you want to ask, your key worker is your first point of contact. Are you guys hearing me?
Very well, ma'am. We hear you.
Yes. All right. All right. Okay. So your key worker becomes your point of contact. It puts you through every process. We inform you of every step. Collectively,
Okay.
we work together. So it's not you wouldn't be a stranger to your job. You are informed, you are in the known, you have a detailed information of how this application works. And upon completion, you also have a mental picture by way of our explanation on where you are going. So even before your arrival to the country of destination, you already have a mental picture of how things is going to work based on the information. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn. Thank you so much. Over to the next question. From your experience, what are the most common mistakes people make when pursuing residency opportunities? And what practical advice would you give us to help applicants avoid them?
One of the mistakes people make, which is one of the things I've pointed out, is going through with an unlicensed agent. You don't allow someone who has not been through a wilderness to lead you through, because they are ignorant. In some cases, they are not even bad. It's just that they have a limited information. And when you have a limited information, you can do much. So my honest advice is seek a professional like Alpha Step Links. And when you get Alpha Step Link like you are having us and you want to work with us, you got to be very patient and know that this process are not magic. They are process. That's why it's called a process. So it takes a process. We follow it stage by stage. And what's important, or the ultimate goal, is getting an approval. And that is what we pride ourselves in doing. So yes, my advice.
Thank you so much.
What I've just mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn. Well said, well said. Thank you so much. Please, can I move over to the next question? For some of us who dream of relocating to Europe, for some of us who has never traveled out before internationally, what practical steps should I begin taking, today to prepare for a successful application?
The first step, it should be having your international passports, because that is where visas are issued. So when you think about travel, the first step will be having an international passport. And the second step, it might be, you don't need to break the bank. It's just meeting the right people. Having Alpha Step Link with as little as €700, you can actually make your first visit to outside the country if you have a degree, if you have a BSc, because we can just put you quickly on a global competency assessment training, which is exam, and that costs you just 700 euro, and the approval chances is almost 95. And in event where visas are refused, let's just give that, because ultimately the consulars make the final decision on visa approval. And then if in event that happens, your money is refunded, because the school are going to refund you that, but they're going to be taking their administrative fee on that 700. And, so there are many ways. It's just about getting the right contacts, getting the right information. So you don't need to break the bank in order to travel. There are many other openings that you can exploit. We have an internship right now going on with as little as 1,000 euro. You can travel. You can have the opportunity of not coming back to Nigeria. As little as 1,900, that can happen for you. It's all about just jumping into the vehicle and getting your 538, completing your online training, and then you have this opening, endless opportunity to travel outside the country, either on a visit or on a work placement. And with the work placement, you might not need to come back to Nigeria, because that's an internship visa. It's not a visiting visa. So Alpha Step Link is an ecosystem that gives every client the opportunity, connecting you to global opportunity. That's what we pride ourselves in. That's our passion. That's what we go all out for our clients.
Oh, beautiful, doctor. Beautiful. Well said. Thank you so much, ma'am. And the last but not the least question I have here for you is, we all know you as someone who has spent decades. You have spent more than a decade helping people access genuine international opportunities all over the world. Please, ma'am, what essential advice would you give to individuals who are serious about relocating to Europe through legal and credible pathways? Thank you, ma'am.
I say to people, don't give up your goal. Don't give up your vision. You may have some challenges or clauses on the way, but don't give it up. All you need is look out for the right organization who are passionate, who knows what they are doing. With Alpha Step Link, we can't sit down here and assure you 100% of visa approval. But we can tell you that we have track record of success rates. Every day people are getting visa approval from Alpha Step Links. That's because we put our heart, we put passion, we put commitment to what we do. And so when you consult us, you will be surprised, amazed to see that there are fabulous opportunities that you can leverage on. I will say it again, you do not need to break the bank. All you need is to come and say, this is what I have. With 700 euro, you can move to Europe. And you say, well, I am not a graduate. If you are not a graduate, you still have no limitation. This is because Alpha Step Links have taken everyone to heart. Our ultimate mission is to see that you don't just dream, but your dream becomes your reality. It becomes a real life. So with us, you don't have academic qualification. With as little as 400 euro, pounds, dollars, you can become qualified for a GCA, global assessment. So when you put 700 and 400 together, that's like 1,100. You could be in UK, you could be in Netherlands with a 1-year visa. You could be in Spain, you could be in Italy. You could be in Germany. So Alpha Step Link has got you covered. And with us, we have what we call refund policies, right? So we have terms and conditions. The only thing we don't refund is what we call administrative fee. So with us, it's black and white. What we say is what you see. There's no hidden charges. There's no nothing. And our service is, is a top notch. So you can visit our office. We have a physical offices all part of the world. So we are not that online travel agencies that want to sell a project. So we have made it a point of contact to be close to our people, because we understand the terrain of Africa. We understand there are things the Westerners may not understand about you. So we bridge the gap in a very seamless way. So with Alpha Step Links, we have got you covered.
Thank you so much, my wonderful doctor. Honestly, you are the best. Thank you for helping us break this down to the simplified way of our understanding what it's all about. We have more questions coming. Over to you, please, Miss Amaka. Miss Amaka, please, over to you. Thank you.
Okay, as we hold up for Ms. Amaka, I have Maureen Buki on the line. Maureen Buki, please, you have your hands up. Do you want to still ask your question? Maureen Buki, if you still want to ask your question, please let us know by unmuting your microphone. And there are questions coming from the community. We will address it in the community. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Amaka, if you're ready now, we have you.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, Dr. Evelyn, for that exceptional presentation. Your clarity and relevance of the points you raised have undoubtedly contributed to a more informed and meaningful discussion. And without wasting much of your time, I would like to ask you, ma'am, families often consider factors such as children's education, healthcare, safety, and overall quality of life. How does the Malta Residency Programme address these important priorities, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so good question. With Malta permanent resident permit, it allows for nanny, childcare, parents. So you don't have to struggle in having somebody look out for your child. Malta are not going to be taking care of your kids automatic. They expect a level of responsibility as a parent. However, you have the option, they are flexible in their package that you can, come in with this support. You can have your parents come alongside with you. You can have your carers come alongside. This package allows for such. So, that is why Malta is family friendly.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for that wonderful response. You said that at Upper Steplings Group, client support extends beyond processing of application. Could you please explain to us how your team guides clients throughout the entire residency journey, like from the initial consultation to successful settlement, ma'am? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so I've answered the question, but I'll answer it again. So once we have onboarded you in, as soon as we have onboarded you as a client, the next step is to have you have a key worker who works with you on one-on-one, who manages your file, who gives you updates, who follows through everything. So your key worker is your first point of contact. This person understands you, understands your circumstances more than anybody. And then with this key worker, they collaborate with the management in discharging your duty in the most seamless way. And upon completion, we do not just leave you, we still follow through. And that's why over the years or all across the globe, we have our clients because we are in good standing and good relationship with our clients.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for that response. Finally, from my end, for those joining us today who may feel that living, studying, investing, or building a business in Europe is beyond their reach, what message of encouragement and hope would you like to leave with them?
All right, so I want to leave this message of hope, which is you do not need to break the bank. I say it again, you don't. All you need is the right information fitted to your need and purpose. We have different categories of visas. You can go in on a study route, you can go in on an internship route, you can go in on an employment route, you can go in on no-man visa. There are different visas. So we have visas, package as little as 700. We have as little as 800, 1,000, 1,005, 2,000. These are all different packages. So ultimately, like I said, just see a plane drive going to, I don't know, let's say going to Egypt or going to United Kingdom, and you have a first class, you have a business class, you have economy. That is how what the services we offer, different categories. But ultimately, they are all geared towards getting you to your destination. So it doesn't matter, although the matters, the class you enter makes it much easier and stuff like that. But yeah, if you are tough, then you can go through other routes that will still take you to the same destination, but different way. So with Alpha Steplings, we have what it takes. We have all of these categories, and you can be sure to leverage on these services.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that detailed response and answers to our questions and all that borders to with respect to today's event. Thank you for the question time, dear Amaka and also Chidima. Thank you so much. We want to appreciate everyone for being part of this event. Yes. So once again, we want to call out the numbers so you can reach out to us. That's +447827870141.